Okay, YouTubers, today we have an 89 4Runner here, and I got a tie rod end loose. This is going to be the same for these years of pickups also. See right there? You can see that. That really exasperates it. This, my driver's side, looks pretty good. Oh boy, the pitman arm right here is loose. We're not going to fix it today though. The outers look pretty good. I've replaced this here, this idler arm before, and it's okay. So what we're going to do today, I have an inner and an outer. I actually have two inner and outers in this bucket. And we're going to change them all. Now, you can argue, well, these are the factory units up there. They don't have Zerk fittings on them. So you can usually tell. But we're just going to go ahead and change them all. The reason being is you can't, well, for one thing, you can't get this guy out without taking the entire thing off. It's just the way it is. So, may as well go ahead and pop it and take it all off and change them all while I'm here. And then I'm going to try to get the thing aligned when I'm done. The ball joints look pretty good. I'll get something in there and pry in there and make sure those are all solid. But okay, let's get to it. Tools we need. A couple impacts. These are 17mm for that side, 27 on the inner. Over here, impact of course for that, and a pickle fork and. Alright, pull the cotter keys off here and here, and then pull these nuts off and go from there. Okay, I got one side tie rod end is loose. These things are taking a significant amount of whacking to get loose. So that side did. That one popped loose. Well, this one I really got the wanging on it over there. I don't know if I'd had it, but oops. When it pops loose, this bolt here. Loose? Nope. Slight problem here, this joint here is, well, the pickle fork's maxed out. Not quite. Keep going. Is it loose? Loose or tight? Oh, mercy. The problem is, if you can see that here, there's where this pickle fork's going in here, this joint here isn't, I don't have enough room to do anything. I'm going to jack this up with a jack and take some weight off the suspension, put some weight on the suspension. Maybe the angle, once this moves up, we'll take care of that. Okay, ran into a problem. This here tie rod end, I cannot get it off. See, this, what you do is you pound this in there, and it gets between these two and forces them apart until it releases. Well, the problem here with this guy is this fork is bottomed out. It's not thick enough right here. And you see the smoke on this? I got the torch out and I heated this portion right here, a steering arm. I don't know what that's called. This piece that's and this smoke right here just coming off this rubber. That's nothing. I heated it up to attempt to get it loose that way, and it still didn't release. So what I'm gonna have to do is go get a thicker pickle fork here. You put this in there, and then you love tap it or wail on it, whatever you want to call it, on this side to get it loose. And it's just not big enough. I'm also going to go try to find me another pitman arm, because that one over there is just, it's gone. I need to get that out there. It's not safe. Alright, see you tomorrow. And we're back. I finally got this one off right here. I had to, I heated the base of this here up with a torch and then wailed on it with a pickle fork, and it just would not come off. Grab that pickle fork. So this pickle fork, the problem here is this pickle fork will go all the way in. Now it is all the way in, and it didn't have any more thickness right here to press it apart. This was as far as this would go. So it wasn't getting really any more force on it. So I tried heating like this up with a torch that makes this metal a little bit bigger than the bolt, but usually that works. And then wailing on it and beating on it from the bottom here, and that didn't even get it. And hope I can get that out of there. I'll get it out one way or another, even if I have to saw this off now. This is loose. Okay, all the arms are loose. See, I got there's an oil leak up there. That's from the power steering pump, but all the tie rod ends are loose on both sides. And I went ahead and I pulled off the pitman arm here. This is loose now. This is ready to come off because this guy is shot also. The swivel at the end of that. I got to go get one of those today. And to do that, to get this stuff loose, I had to get Harbor Freight and get this kit. And there it is. I ended up using this puller for that tie rod end and this one on the steering. And it wasn't too bad. They came off pretty easily. Mostly because when I put this on there, I was able to stick the pickle fork beyond that also, and then wail on it just a little bit. They came off pretty easily. I didn't notice that. They've got a 3/8. Wish that was that really needs to be a half, don't you think? Leverage on it, but they both came off pretty easy. So get myself a pitman arm for this, which I think they're only about $20. And by the way, these tie rod ends here, the new ones, which are right here, were only $11 a piece at AutoZone, inner and outer. So that's why I'm replacing the whole mess. I'm not messing with it. Or I'm not gonna mess around having to do it twice. All right. Talk to you later. Okay, here I've installed the new pitman arm. I put cleaned up these threads, the splines here really good with some brake cleaner and a wire brush here, and then put the nut on there and crank. I put some lubricant on the splines. I was afraid it wasn't going on as far as the other one was, so lubricated the splines, got it on there. I believe in the same place it was. That there's no key spline, meaning that you can put this pitman arm in a bunch of different places. You know, I can turn it over. It could be here, it could be over another one. So it's probably, I would have been better off changing the pitman arm by itself, because I think I got it in the exact same spot, but worst case I have to pull it back off. I don't think it'll be a problem though. Okay, but let's see, the other thing is after I got it on there and I welded it on there pretty good with my impact, I took the nut back off again, and I've cleaned this up with brake fluid and the nut here. We'll let them dry so they're really clean, and then we'll put some blue Loctite on there. You don't want to use the red stuff, otherwise you'll have to torch the thing to get it off there, and you don't want to do it if you ever have to replace it again. Let's go over to the tie rod end. It's over here. Sorry for the bouncing. This is the driver's side tie rod. These were actually pretty good, but so what I'm going to do here is measure, flip it over here, but you want to go center from there to the center of this one, measure that, put your new parts in, and then try to get them in the exact same, pretty close to the exact same spot. It's going to be off, but you know, we're going to have to adjust this thing when we're all done anyways. Get the alignment redone. Alright, that's it for now. Alright, the front end's put together now. Got the new tie rod ends here and here. Pitman arms new, and the other side same way. The brakes were shot. Didn't notice that till I had this apart. Oh, glad I need to fix them, so I put new brake pads on it. And I caught it before any damage happened. Let me show you how I'm going to line this thing though. I've got the steering wheel straight on this guy, and I pushed it back. This thing's light enough to push back and forth just by hand. I pushed it back, and then you want to push it forward, and then you want to align the wheels so they're exactly straight. Now, what you do is you get along here and you eyeball this. So you come back along there and you just ooh. Right now, you see the back tire? This has got a bunch of toe in. It's okay on this side, and the other side here, it's got toe out on it. So I need to adjust these links right here accordingly. Now that tube is threaded left hand thread on one side and right hand on the other, so you just turn it and it'll make it longer or shorter as you need. And the reason you you shove it back and forward. You push it back when you think you got it adjusted, and you push it back forward again, because that's the way you're going down the road. I'm on a flat surface here, so you know, if I just adjust it while it's sitting still, then you know it's going to turn the tires a little bit, but it's fighting it as it goes. So it's not really. Once you go down the road, it'll go back to its natural straight position. If that makes sense, hopefully. All right, let me adjust this, and we'll see how it goes.